Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on?
Fantastic the way in which, instead of lying down like they're expected to, instead of giving up like they're expected to, instead of shrugging their shoulders and saying, oh dear, what can we do? The bosses have got the right to freely sack us, to put us on the dole. They've stood up and they've said, no, we're not having it. And in doing that, they've exposed the total hypocrisy of this government, of Ed Miliband, and of that department over there. I see they've changed the stickers on the outside. They've managed to invest in something. They've invested in some new name stickers to go on the building. It's now energy and climate change. But they're not actually invested in any practical policies to do anything about it. In the Isle of Wight, there was a study done a few months ago. There were 60 job seekers for every job vacancy in the Isle of Wight. 60 job seekers. And all the council had to say to that was, oh, well, that's because the summer jobs haven't kicked in yet. 60 job seekers, where are those 600 workers going to find jobs? I'll tell you what's going to happen. They're going to be on benefits. Their houses are going to be at risk. Instead of creating wind turbines that we desperately need, as Phil has outlined, we're going to be paying out of our taxes for those people to exist on miserable benefits. We've got, the RMC has got members in the offshore energy sector. We're delighted to be able to give legal support to Vestas tomorrow down at the court in Newport. We've got 3 RMT branches in the Isle of Wight. We've bus workers, we've train workers, we've got 2 branches in addition on the mainland with ferry workers that go across to the Isle of Wight. So we've got a lot of investment invested in that island. We are delighted to support them. But the other need that we have is a lot of our members do work in green jobs. They work on railways, they work in buses, they work in public transport. And we're faced with thousands of redundancies across the country. The government is effectively subsidising train operating companies, Network Rail, to cut jobs. Yesterday, the top management of Network Rail told a meeting of our representatives that their plans are to cut what we estimate to be 1,000 jobs every year for several years. We're already combating redundancies. But the government is happy to subsidise bankers with billions of pounds. The government has got money for defence. They're certainly going to protect the defence budget at the same time as they're going to slash the transport budget. The government is happy to subsidise companies to cut jobs by investing in machinery that will cut jobs and use up more energy. So claims that they have that they're going to support green jobs have been exposed and been highlighted by this struggle of the Vestas workers as the hypocrisy that they are. And I think it's fantastic to have this unity today. It's not only our union. I know the PCS union nationally, certainly a lot of the RMT-sponsored MPs. Jeremy Corbyn gave his apologies for not coming along tonight. There is huge support out there. There's huge support in the Isle of Wight, and there's huge support nationally for this struggle. And it's quite simple. If the government wants to invest in green jobs, then they can invest in this factory. They can take over the factory. They can nationalise the factory, and they can make wind turbines that we so desperately need instead of putting people on the dole. Thanks very much for your support. We'll keep on going until we win.
Interestingly, up here, there's a sign that says mandatory left turn, which is quite interesting.
Okay, thanks for that. Just a quick plug for what I was saying just now about tipping points and the Arctic ice and stuff. Just in case you think this guy just check out Climate Safety Report or check out Climate Code Red. If you Google those are a really good place to find out what's really happening with climate change. I'd like to introduce yet again, because I've been introduced so many times, Dean Lambert, the Green Party member of the European Parliament for London.
Thank you, Phil. I find it really ironic that I'm standing here at a demonstration like this. I'm a member of the European Parliament's Employment and Social Affairs Committee. So on that, we've been battling on the issue of workers' rights. We're looking at a recovery plan. We're looking at a sustainable development strategy, a climate change strategy, what that means for new jobs, what that means for just transition in terms of working with the trade unions, in terms of making every job a green job by putting into place sort of environmental concerns and really transforming our workplaces and indeed the future of the planet. We've done a lot of work on the opportunities in the new technology, in looking at a zero carbon future and what that means for renewable energy. We've heard a lot from this government lecturing all of us across Europe about why it is we need a low carbon future, why it is we need to be looking at new technologies, new jobs. And then we have a manufacturer with 600 of these jobs in what's supposed to be the industry of our future, and the government can't create an investment climate to actually keep those 600 workers in their jobs. And then it gets angry and we look at court cases because those workers are actually occupying their factory to keep their jobs and to really lay it on the line about what we need for our future. So we have a real catalogue of missed opportunities here. Missed opportunities not just for the workers themselves, their families, the community, all of the other jobs that are linked to these 600 jobs. But we have a missed opportunity because the government still hasn't put in place the necessary planning procedures, the necessary investment to make companies feel they have a future that's guaranteed with these jobs that are supposed to be part of our future. So it's no wonder, I think, that the Greens are proud to support the workers at Vestas. We want to see the government stepping in to make sure these jobs, these flagship jobs, are protected, and indeed that we see an expansion of such jobs. We've seen it in Scotland, where the Scottish administration has stepped in to support one of the Vestas factories there that's now under new ownership with new investment, not least coming from regional development funds. And our government hasn't managed to do that for the Isle of Wight. That is a shame in all senses of the word.
Shame on them.
It's a shame that they can't even manage to protect 600 jobs. So why should we trust them when they tell us that this is the way forward and that they are the people to lead us into that low carbon future and all that it means for the planet? So I want to see us out again to support the Vestas workers at every opportunity, because this is one that we should be winning. Because if the department behind can't win this, then God help us in the battle against climate change. We're proud here, Olly.
We set off to join the picket lines, but together we cannot fail. We got stopped by police at the county line. They said, go home boys, or you'll go into jail. And which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Well, it's hard to explain to a crying child why her daddy won't go back. So the family suffer, but it hurts me more to hear a scab say, sod you, Jack. And which side are